Good morning. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we over here on the scans, we have GETS and MINM up right now. One is up 182%, one is up 52%. And let's go look into them. So starting with GETS, it was our top mover. It has a float of 2.64 million. Then we have NINM. So that float is 7.3, or float is 3.801 million. So let's go start deep diving here. First of all, let's see that they have news from yesterday. MINM has news from yesterday. And then GETS only had an SEC filing from yesterday, so no recent news there. Okay. Let's also see GETS right here on Yahoo. Says that they are from Seoul, South Korea. They focus in user-generated content and deep community engagement among global fandom communities. All right. And what was the other one? MINM. This one is from Suiwon, Hong Kong. Operates as a digital content. So both of these are digital content, stocks, Asian stocks. So Asian stocks are leading the day. Asian stocks are leading the day. Here's a disclaimer. Always want to put up a disclaimer so you guys can see that. Basically, just to know, look, day trading is definitely risky. I am very risk averse, so I try to get some good analysis, and during pre-market, if I can find something to trade, I will trade. But yeah, we're just going to see what happens today, and let's go out and look at these charts real quick. So first, starting with the overall market, let's go to a 15-minute. Come on down here. So we see found like a little double bottom down here around the 2200s, finding some type of range. Looks like in here 22,900 is the top, 22,500 is the bottom, and we'll see how it swings these ranges. This is a short week, so this is the last trading day of the trading week. And so what I want to do today is not rush anything and just find good opportunities if good catalyst drops. And I will be definitely keeping my eyes open for that. All right, so let's jump over to the charts for GETS. GETS is our leading on volume right now. Ooh, okay. So on the 15-minute, that's what it looks like. I was drawing some possible trends earlier, but yeah, looks like it's coming on down towards that 450 level. Let's go out to the daily chart. So on the daily chart, it is trading around 450 right now. So right up in here somewhere. It hit a high of 722. High of 722. That is pre-market resistance. Okay. Then on the 15-minute, let's jump down here to the 15-minute. We can see that it has some levels here that it kind of struggled with, the $6 on the 15-minute. Then it had another level right here, the 518 that it struggled with. So I'm going to mark these up as 15-minute resistance. 15-minute resistance. Right around there. All right, and now let me go and look at the lower time frame here, 5 minute. We can see clearly it broke this previous level. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove some of these top levels because they don't even make sense anymore. Let's go down to the 1 minute. Wow, that was a big drop through that level. Well, South Korea for you. Let's go over to MINM now. So we'll jump over to the daily chart on that. Daily chart on MINM. You can see I already marked it. This is a Hong Kong Asian company. We have a level up here of 624. 624 for a obvious top right there. So I'll go ahead and mark that up. It's a daily level. Mark that as a daily resistance, but it's unconfirmed, or I guess I put unconfirmed. Okay, then we'll date that. So today is the 3rd. Copy, unconfirmed. All right, there we go. And if we zoom back, we can see multiple touch points back here at that 640 level where it came up here and ended up getting shoved down. So 640 is definitely a level there. Other than that, we have kind of an unclear level here. Don't really know what went on here around 782s. But everything else is lower highs. So 760. All right, so we'll watch that. Let's go ahead and dive down to the 15 minute on this. 15 minute, this is what it's looking like. Came down, kind of swiveled on this ATR high, threw another wick up there and came back down. So the 15 minute, it's got a level here at the 450s that it came up to before. So we will edit this and put in a 15 minute unconfirmed resistance. Okay. $15-minute unconfirmed right there at the 450s. Then let's go down to the 5-minute. Had quite a bit of trading down here. The point of control on the 15 minutes down here at 397. Let's go to 5 minutes. So it's about to take the lead position on the day on MINM. Almost 10 million shares traded. Gets only had 11 million, and it is getting run down upon. $450. Get another test here. This will be 3 times failing if it does fail through here. Bottom of this candle is 443. Looking over here at the RVOL, GITS had 16 times its normal RVOL. MINM had 52 times its normal RVOL. ATRs both moving around 60 cents on average based on this recent movement. But yesterday they closed, GITS closed with 20 cents in the ATR, so it usually moves 20 cents per day. And then MINM had a ATR of 46 cents, so usually moves 46 cents. And we'll see if they start to chop down to those ranges. All right, back over here. All right, so since MINM is about to take the top position or whatnot, we gotta find failure points. Where can this thing fall? So let me delete that. Switch over my tools. So we got one level here. We got a level that came down this way. Let's see where that hits up there. We got a level, so 1, 2, that one's too steep. Came down. That one, okay, this one came down, so we got one down here. Where else? That's pretty much all the ones I can see for right now. So we'll see how it reacts at these levels and see if it can give us any more information as to where it wants to go. It has taken the lead position in volume for today for the things that match up with what I'm looking for. That is above $2, at least 1 million shares traded, relative volume, abnormal, 5x, and then being over 20%, going over 20% of movement. So it meets all of those. The only thing that hurts me on both of these are they are Asian stocks. So we kind of got to see if they're trying to destroy people on the day. So we've identified the 15-minute level. 450 is coming up there. And then on the daily level, we saw the 631s up there that could be a touch point, but I'm not sure what this wants to do. Yesterday during aftermarket is when it seemed to pop up. Had this point of control here at 414, and now it's returning back to yesterday's aftermarket point of control of 414. And today's point of control is at 396. So we'll see if it continues to trade lower below these points of control, because that's where the most volume was traded yesterday and today around this level. So returning on to the point of control. Returning almost to this level here. We'll see if it starts to make any kind of new levels. That's 3 times failing at 450. So back around, it's back underneath this point of control. Has one more to get under, which is at 395. Neither one of these have day one catalysts on today either. So that's another criteria that I'm kind of missing on these. It's that day one juice. Good morning, Donnell. We got 2 Asian tickers leading the way. MINM and GITS. Both of them have over 10 million shares traded. Neither one of them have day one catalyst. And, Kind of just waiting to see if any catalyst pops up today before the July the 4th, right? So far, just sitting on my hands. Yep. And that's what we're looking for down there, for these two to fail out and something else better to pop up with catalysts on the day. This point of control, we were looking at these two levels. 413 was the aftermarket point of control where the majority was traded. And then in this, 396, and it is below 396. So we'll see. It's got room down to this next level right here down here. 344s right now, but we'll see if this top level starts to act as some type of resistance up here for it to continue to fall. And then the ATR high is down here at 316. So not that far, not that far away. Because this average on the day is 46 cents. This ATR is 46, so, or was 46 at the close of yesterday. I usually look at two ATRs. I look at the one from pre-market, and then I look at the one from, what's a normal day for it. What's a normal day for it? Definitely making its way away from that 450. Gets continues to just walk down and dry up on volume. Now only getting a couple of maybe 1,000 to 100 shares traded every second. While MIMN is still slowing down as well. It's getting big volume at first, but creeping on down. So now below both of those points of control, and we want to see if those points of control are going to become any type of resistance. We got a level at the 415, 414, and 396. It may actually end up dragging this point of control down if it continues to get volume down here. Might drag it down some. 373s, 375s. So on the 15-minute, it is showing that 410 is an issue right now. $4 hold dollar level is probably gonna be hard for it to cross back over with this, unless it just gets a little juice behind it. It's got 13 million shares traded. Still getting around a couple thousand every second, a couple thousand shares traded. So we're almost 30 minutes past when most brokers are allowing trading. And this is what our day looks like. A little slow, starting off with Asian leaders. Let's jump over to the NQ. So it looks like it had a little bit of a test here at 22,800 and then another one at 22,800, but also on the other side, making a lower high here. Don't know what it wants to do. It has two highs up here that could act as resistance, one at 22,800 and one at 22, almost 900. So about $100 worth of resistance there. Let's jump over to our oil. We looked at oil. It was kind of flatlining after the bill passed Senate, but now breaking this top level up here of the 66, and slowly working its way. I don't know if it's working its way up or down, or if it's just going to go flat here on this upside resistance level, and then try to accumulate some more and then pop through that. But it is what it is. Okay. Let's go look at SPY. What's your SPY doing? Nothing serious. It's 5 minutes, 1 minute. So it hit this little top trend here. We'll see if it ends up breaking down the 375s. Still got room down here to the next level. There's 375 getting tapped there. Got room down to 346s. Yep, that's a lower low there, so no trends could be drawn there. Threw a wick down here to 367. Made a lower high than the point of control. So let's see if shorts can get activated. Let this candle close, and maybe this is a start for a test back up to this 390 level. This little higher low here, we'll see. About to close this candle right now. Let's see if it can invalidate this little steep trend it has right here. You guys are seeing anything else, you know, throw it in. You can definitely look around, but I definitely want to be ready for any larger pop-ups, things that are above $2, that are getting at least 1 million shares traded, that are up at least 20%, that have a R vol, an abnormal R vol. So I'm looking for. Throwing a wick up there to that top level. Let's see if it continues to be resistance there. Threw a wick close to it at 389. Not quite touching it. This is a steep trend that it's trying to set up. If it does anything here. Mm-hmm. Is there any IPOs today? Let me check if there's any IPOs. Would they IPO on a day like this? No IPOs today. Okay. No speakers on today or anything like that. Everything's just kind of chill. Slowly consolidating through that trend, and we'll see if it can invalidate down here at the 367. This one continue to pump down to lower, even lower levels. Finding a little bit of buying pressure around this level, the 381s. If it can tap back above these 380s, it might be another little trend here. But at this point, breakdown of 376 could get it going down for real. 375 $quarter level. Okay, so that's a lower low right there. Let's see if it can continue to push on down. Got two levels of resistance. Could be resistance at the 385, or it could be resistance at the 390s. Good morning, good morning. We're in the building watching these two Asian stocks, chop around, waiting for something real to pop up. Past the first half hour. So, okay. And the candle sizes, we can also take note of that. So we got 367 up here. So about a 20-cent candle, 371 up to 378, 376 up to 83. So candles just getting smaller and smaller on this little one. Can you pop above 380 so we can see if you have another trend here? Or are you going to continue to consolidate? Okay, so 381. All right. So now this thing has had 1, 2, and let's see if it can hold somewhere up in here or if it breaks down. It's got a couple of levels of resistance up here. We got the $4 hold dollar level. We got this previous trend that it just kind of invalidated, and it's got a test to see what it wants to do here. Then we have this other trend, so it's definitely got some levels above it. Yeah, we looked at Gits. Gits just in walk down mode, really. I mean, it could start something, but it's quite a bit of ways away from this 15-minute resistance. We identified 15-minute resistance on Gits, and we really couldn't identify daily resistance because it was just in the middle of nowhere, kind of. But also, Gits has less volume, so why would Gits be having less volume than a stock that's only up 41%? Like MINM is up 41% with 13 million shares, and Gits has 12 million shares. I'm like, okay, well, if you're up that much, why aren't people interested in you? What's going on here? Is this a trap? I feel like it's a trap. Both of y'all already kind of on the sweat gland because y'all are both Asian stocks, and both of y'all are into marketing and marketing and e-commerce and all of that stuff. So it's like on the fence, waiting for something real. So this is the third time it's testing this level. Let's see if it invalidates by breaking down. Just really needs to break down the 375, and if it gets continuation, great. There's 378. Just need to break down this 376 there. 378. So we get a move down that will invalidate this one. This was the 3 tap, 1, 2, and then 3, and it's going down. So it's 373s. So we have to find a new, and then it's got a bottom here of the 67. So we remove that. We have these upper channels that I don't even know if it'll get back up to, but coming down here to 367 right now. Almost made a lower high. Well, it might slam through that too. Let's give it some time. It didn't close the candle. Did not close that candle. but a bit about to be up just 40%, but leading the day on volume and all the other criteria. Getting steeper and steeper here. Does it want to continue to break down? Oh, it might continue. 370, 367. Yeah, that might get some continuation. 370s slightly holding, but it's got room down to this next one if it does continue down to the 350s. Okay, so yeah. Wow. Barely holding up. 367 tap. Woo. Well, it's got the 350 down there. Let's go ahead and start cleaning these up. Okay. So we got this previous level. So this may be the start of something new. We also have our resistance still sitting up there, but it hit a bottom down here of 355 right above this previous downtrend or previous uptrend. So below that 350, got all the way down here to 326, 325s. Only up 30% now. Yeah, people ain't gonna be looking over here for this. Not for this one. Let's see if Gits can take back the lead position on the day of MIN and M starts to really decrease in volume here. I don't know. Gits came down here to lows of 414. Boy, these levels up here are way away. This is almost a dollar move back up. And remember, Gits on an average day has a 20-cent ATR. So it's gonna really have to open back up to get back up here to 520. That's almost a dollar move back up. All right, so we got another little level there right before it was gonna go down. Testing back up. Point of control hasn't moved. It's still up there at 398s. Has this previous resistance level up here at the 390s. $375 is starting to look like it wants to become a point of interest for the shorts. $quarter level broken through that easily, coming back and becoming some type of resistance possibly. See if it wants to test above it just a little bit. Hmm, 374. CVIPO. Did that one open up? I forget. IPO, CV, it got up there a little bit, went up to 11 something dollars, but mm, look at CV. Did it get a news or something on the day? Last news on it was it had a public offering this early? Bro, it just opened up. Why would they do that? Like they literally just IPO'd and had a public offering. 3 days. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. That it hadn't even been open 3 days and already doing public offerings. So that is a dangerous little small cap, but that company is trying to make money quickly from retail. So that's what that move is right there. I already got a public offering, so yeah, it is a natural frying pan. You said additional 825,000 shares of common stock at the initial public offering. Let's see. So they said they were going to do $5 per share. It went up to 11 and came back to 5. Caps Vision has granted the underwriters a 30-day option to purchase up to additional 825 shares of common stock at the initial public offering, less underwriting. The gross proceeds from the offering from deducting underwriting discounts and commissions and other offering expenses payable by the company are expected to be approximately 27 million. So the only way they're going to make that is if we as retail lose it. So that's a little cooked. Let's go look back at Gets. Gets just continues to walk down. Let's see if it fails another low here at 420. Down there struggling at that 425, just walking on down. It is on the struggle bus. We have a little channel here that this one's trading in between. Top side 397, bottom side 350, and it's right in the middle. Wow, only 5 cents above 375. That's not impressive. Three eighties. Back below 380s could give it a run on down. All right, Gits had another breakdown here to the 413s, double bottom. Now it's so far away from these. I mean, it's got to find another uptrend now. Coming down this low, boy. Right. See if it continues to break on down. Yep, lower lows. So yeah, take that on out. It's just walking down. Nobody trusts these Asian stocks. Why? I wonder why. I just wonder in my mind of minds why nobody trusts these stocks. Just escapes my calculative mind. Okay, see how it reacts here. 360s. Woo, right on down to it. So that's at least that's a 1-2 tap. Now let's see what happens on this close of this candle. Let's jump back out to the 15-minute. This is what the 15-minute is looking like. Came down, has a little bit of what looks like a head and shoulders to the upside. It's gonna have to break this 366 for it to break this head and shoulders on the 15. We'll see if it can do that. 366 definitely looks doable, but that looks like a trap. Looks like buyers got in there and then all of a sudden it's opening up lower. So 412 is where it hit with a low here. Still up 161%. Has this huge space right here of just unknown. But I don't know if it's going to get back over that 5. Hmm. 4 cents away from this breakdown. Breakdown of the head and shoulders we saw in the earlier chart. Gets. I already know what they're thinking on Gets. There's no way this thing can just keep going down, right? No way. It's up 163%. It's got to pop at some time. But I don't know. I don't know what it is about Asian stocks. They just act weird. They really do. No uptrends that I can see yet. It's just basically like a very flat fade. They're making me protect my capital. Oh well. I wanted to play this morning pre-market. Hopefully something. We're coming up on 6 minutes till the top of the hour. Something. Come up and eat these two. So 375 has been tested multiple times. We'll see. It's got to make a decision here. It's got to make a decision here because that $0.25 level is going to be, if it does drop, it's going to become quite a bit of resistance. To live or not to live? Now both of them almost sitting stagnant in the volume arena. Yeah, barely couple hundred shares coming through at a time. That one going on down. Let's see if it ends up breaking down 412s. See how you end up holding up that. 437. Okay. MINM right down to that point of breaking down that head and shoulders on the 15-minute. That 366 breakdown. That's what it's been contemplating. Yep. So it got a 1, 2, and then 3 failed through. It's got room down here to the 358s. This one, this is 1, 2. I don't know if we can hold. Yeah, I don't know where the rest of the volume is, but it is not on my scanner. So, you know, just chilling. Jay chilling. We got 2 minutes until the 2 minutes to the top of the hour. What does CB end up doing? Is it still selling off? Yeah, not doing anything down there. 43%. Okay, let's see what this is doing, trying to do. It just will not break down at 366. This point, this top side is above the point of control up here at 398, so that could be some real resistance on that crossover right there. But that's a whole 20-cent move. Okay, gets breaking on down there, invalidating this one. So we'll remove that. Got a bottom there at 411. Okay, so put this here. Making a new high there. So that's 1, 2. We'll see how it continues. It's still up 60%. Some reason MINM has 20 million shares on the board right now. Who is like, I just want to know who is trading this and how small are their sizes if it's just moving this much. Cable said I was trading it. Like, man, I'm trading this thing, man. I'm trying to get in, bro. Whoa. Still got room down here to the 360s. Let's see. So it just continues to make these lower highs. There it is. It's gonna go ahead and break down at 366. That's the break of the head, the inverse head and shoulders there. It's 366, 2 cents away from it. Got room down here to the 360s. That's 367, 366. Can you go ahead and snap through it? Okay, 366. So it invalidated. So we had 1, 2, 3. So definitely clean that up. And still holding right around that 366 breakdown. Coming back, will that find some type of resistance there at the 372s? Let's go over here. Yeah. So it's now 7 o'clock, top of the hour, waiting for some catalysts. These things are just dying slowly. But this is what we call good boring trading because it's keeping us away from other things that are trash. Just got something popped up, but no news on the day. BCDA up 23%, but no news. It's got a looks like it's got SEC filing on BCDA. So it says the chief officer buys 9,638 shares at $1 let's say $1.04 on BCDA. So just say one of the owners buying some more shares. Not even a lot of shares, just like 9,000. So at $1. So what's that? $9,000. $9,000 isn't the biggest investment for sure. Yeah. Okay. It immediately popped off. Immediately popped out the scans because people are like, what? No way. No way, bro. Gets starting to hold some type of something here. Got a bunch of space up here, so only 13 million shares traded. And MIN doesn't look like it has much life, so I'm thinking Gets is gonna take the attention, and just looking for it to slam down. Has a little flat top up here of the 450s that it could break to excite some buyers into this, and it's got a couple of levels up here that could be resistant. Got a $0.25 level at 450, and the point of control still has not moved down, so still not seeing a whole lot of volume coming there. But just needs to break down this. What's that? Just needs to break down this low of 420s right now. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, it finally broke down that 66 level. Boy, that thing took a long time to do that. Broke down, still got room down here to the 27s. So we can go ahead and clean up everybody everywhere. Let's go see. So we got this bottom. Also got a little one there. Okay, so yeah. Keep on pumping down, and we got to identify a new uptrend, but this bottom here is at the 344s, and so this 366 hold down, that's gonna be pretty bad for it. It's probably gonna continue down. Now it's at the 350, so went from the 450s up there struggling all the way down to the 350, so gave back $1 of motion. Let's go back over to Gets. Yeah, nobody's trusting these things. That's what it is. So what I may do is end up leaving here early so I can get to the office and maybe do some trades at the open. Cause right now this is just feels like slow death. I feel like I could have, been at the office, already handling things, getting ready to come back to the office and try to trade a little bit. But yeah, this is tripping. This is tripping. Bottom of the 341. But I guess you guys can understand, why sometimes I'm just like on the fence, just sitting here. Cause it's like everything that pops up is either Asian, Israeli, or it just has really, really weak news. And I'm like, do I really want to put my money into the market before the 4th of July for this? Nah. That's basically what I'm thinking. Like, do I want to do this before the holiday weekend? Could just close up the week, 160 bucks on Monday and just a dead week. But if something pops with that catalyst though, we're gonna be ready to play. Ready to play. Because what I don't want to do is leave too late. Have something pop up on the scans and then I don't have time to really analyze and trade it because it's probably gonna be something new. Probably not gonna be one of these two. And yeah, I'm gonna have some time to actually do some critical analysis, some critical thinking. Coming back up to that level there at that trend that it broke, finding a little bit more resistance. This one just needs to break down this 420 and it will invalidate. So that will be a 1, 2, 3. If it goes straight down through it, that will invalidate this uptrend. We just have to find another uptrend. Find another uptrend. If it keeps on falling, cool. I'm cool with that. This one, a little steep uptrend here. It's got a 1, 2. Got the resistance up there. Yeah. So hit that upside resistance right there that it previously failed. And then it had this steep little uptrend, so that'll be 1, 2. And we'll see if it slams through. It's got this 350-ish, 354-ish level here to get back under. Yeah, it does feel like Friday. Just absolute death. But there's got to be something coming up that's better than this. And I just want to get paid for my patience, paid for not playing with these death traps, these Asian death traps. INM invalidating. So that's 1, 2, 3. Let's see if it continues down through here. Needs to break down this 350 level, only 3 cents away. Yep, I'm about to close it down and get over to the office so I can be seated and waiting for the open. Cause yeah, I'm thinking the open is gonna probably yield more fruit, hopefully. But I'm not gonna rush anything still. And I'll let you guys know what I see in the Discord. Got like 30, 45-minute drive over there. So yeah, if I start early, should get there before the open. Should. Yep. I'm done watching this. I'm going to go ahead and close it down. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Some days is like this. This is the day before a long holiday weekend. I would say keep your head on a swivel. I'm only trying to look for catalysts on today. If I don't see that, I'm not. It's going to be a no trade day for me. Um, I need day one catalyst to make this even make sense. So it is what it is. I'm going to go ahead and file out. And as always, we try to stay safe in the market. We try to do things, up to code, but sometimes the market just doesn't want to act right, man. It just wants to treat us bad. So anyway, as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.